One woman's silence could have buried a crime forever. Instead, her death gave birth to a republic. This is the night Rome's last king lost everything, because of what his son did to a woman named Lucretia. Rome was still a kingdom. Its ruler was Lucius Tarquinius Superbus, Tarquin the Proud, a tyrant, feared by senators, hated by the people, propped up only by fear and his army. His son, Sextus Tarquinius, was cut from the same cloth. Arrogant, entitled, used to taking whatever he wanted. Yet despite growing resentment, few dared challenge him openly. Everything was going well for the Tarquins. But one day, an ordinary conversation changed everything. One evening, a group of Roman noblemen found themselves debating a simple question: whose wife was the most virtuous? The argument grew so heated that they decided to settle it immediately. Instead of continuing the discussion, they rode back to Rome without warning. They would visit their homes and see the truth for themselves. One by one, they arrived at the houses of Rome's noble families. Most of the women were found enjoying banquets and celebrations. Servants attended to them. Music filled the halls. But when the men arrived at the home of Lucretia, they found something very different. Late at night, while others celebrated, Lucretia was working among her household. She was overseeing servants, managing the home, performing the duties expected of a Roman matron. The contrast was striking. Everyone present was impressed. And from that night onward, Lucretia's reputation spread throughout Rome. She became known as the ideal Roman woman. Virtuous, disciplined, respected. But among those who saw her that night was a man named Sextus Tarquinius, the son of the king. At first, he admired her, but admiration soon became obsession, and obsession became something darker. Days later, Sextus returned to Collatinus's villa alone, invited as a guest, trusted as family. Lucretia welcomed him. She had no reason not to. That night, after the household slept, Sextus entered her chamber with a sword. He threatened her life. She refused him. He threatened to kill her and lay a slave's body beside her, staining her name with false adultery and shame forever, not just death, but disgrace for her family's name. Faced with the destruction of everything she valued, her honor, her husband's name, her family's dignity, Lucretia was overpowered. Sextus left before dawn, certain his crime would die in silence, smothered by shame. He was wrong. Lucretia sent urgent word to her father in Rome and her husband at the army camp. Come at once and bring one trusted friend each. Collatinus arrived with a fellow officer, a sharp, restless man named Lucius Junius Brutus. Her father arrived in shock. Lucretia told them everything. She named Sextus, and then she made a demand no one expected. She asked the men to swear vengeance, and then she drew a hidden blade and ended her own life before them, refusing to let her violation become anyone's excuse to forgive the crime. Her body fell in front of the men she trusted most. Brutus pulled the bloodied blade from her body, raised it to the sky, and swore an oath, not just for revenge, but to end the monarchy itself, and never let a king rule Rome again. The words spread like wildfire. Across Rome, people began choosing sides. Some remained loyal to the monarchy. Others demanded change. The city stood on the edge of revolution. The death of one woman had become a political crisis, and Rome would never be the same again. But Tarquin still sat on the throne. His armies still existed. His supporters still held power. The monarchy was wounded, not defeated. The struggle for Rome had only just begun. In the next episode, a king fights to keep his crown. A city rises against its ruler, and the Roman monarchy faces its final days. The last Roman king